Mohammed and David Spencer, I mean, the work that they've put in to develop the MENA Tour has been incredible. To give young kids an opportunity to compete. You know, you can practice all you want, but unless you're competing against other players in tournaments, that's when you really improve. I think with the advent now of a tour school, hopefully it will push them further down the road towards getting world ranking points for the MENA Tour. And that being the case, then you're a little bit further on down the road with having the opportunity to possibly get some local golfers from the UAE in contention for playing in the Olympics. And that's what the whole goal, that was the whole idea behind the MENA Tour, to get more locals playing. And you know, with world ranking points, that may inspire a few more locals to take up the game, to play the game, to improve at the game, and to become winners on the MENA Tour. I got a bit of time with them after the tournament was over, and told them how I practice, what I do, just give them a few little tidbits on what I thought they could do to improve. Also give them maybe a little bit of a lecture in slow play, because that is the bane of professional golf. And you know, it was slow out there, but thankfully Mohammed and Spenny are agreeing with me, and the MENA Tour are going to take action to hopefully make it not only the fastest growing tour in the world, but the fastest playing tour in the world. Because you know, it's not just MENA Tour, it's every tour in the world that's getting too slow. So the sooner we address it and try to eradicate it, then the better. So I hope the MENA Tour, with what it's doing and everything it's doing, takes another massive step in the right direction in that fashion as well. Added pressure, no, there's always pressure in the Ryder Cup, you know, and at some stage, the Americans are going to get the run of the ball as well. We have had it this past few Ryder Cups, but it ebbs and it flows, and that's what happens. So, you know, the players are so finely matched that it's who holds the putt at the right time and who gets the momentum. So certainly on my behalf, I hope that we as Europe get the run of the ball again at Hazeltine. It may happen, it may not happen, but I will do my utmost to help the team as best as I possibly can. And, you know, I suppose that in itself is why, with it being so exciting, that's what makes it the global spectacle it is. Well, I think the European team guys grow up traveling around the world with each other much closer than what, say, the Americans do. You know, the European Tour we're a global tour now as well. So, you know, if you go to a professional golf tournament, most of the players will stay in 1, 2, 3 hotels, whereas in America they're all split out. They're all over. Everybody does their own thing in America, whereas Europe's all more one big family. But in saying that, you know, a putt lipping in as opposed to a putt lipping out, that makes all the difference. Or, you know, a half nick in the last hole, getting a saving a half point it's bigger than that. It's a point because it's not going the other way. There's so much stuff, but you know, in saying that, my recent predecessors as captains have all done wonderful jobs, and I certainly just hope I can do as good a job as what they have done. And you know, I'm only there to help the team feel at ease and to hopefully get them to play as well as they can. Belief. That's it. Belief. Belief in your own abilities to perform under the utmost pressure, because that's what the Ryder Cup's all about. Home support's always massive, and it always plays a part. And Davis is going to have that whenever they're in Hazeltine, and we're obviously not, being the away team. But there'll be enough. I think it's turned into such a huge event. The majority of the guys are going to make the team play in America anyway. So it's obviously much more difficult being the away team, both for Americans when they come over to Europe and for us when we go over there. But it's what makes the Ryder Cup so special. that'll be a hard one. I found that difficult as a vice captain watching the guys hit it. So I don't know what it's going to be like as a captain, but I would imagine it'll be pretty difficult. You know, it'll be watch them, and if a shot doesn't come off, I'd be as disappointed as the player probably will be. But at the end of the day, they're trying their utmost and they're trying their best. So who am I to give out or say something untoward toward a player whenever they're trying their utmost? So I understand that. I've been there. I've done it myself. I've hit poor shots when I haven't wanted to. We all have in Ryder Cups, but it's how you accept them and how you carry on from there to what that can make the difference between that point going your direction or their direction. We didn't get it over the line. We prompted the R&A, but the decision came fair and squarely down to the R&A. If they had enough belief in Royal Portrush that they could handle the biggest tournament in the world, and thankfully they came to a positive conclusion. And as you said, the Open's going to be there in 2019, and I think it'll probably sell out quicker than any Open in history. I think the changes that the R&A are making with Martin Ebert at the moment are wonderful. I've gone around the golf course a couple of times with Martin. The 2 new holes are going to be brilliant. New greens at the second, bunkers going in, new tee in the 10th. Loads of improvements to what is already a wonderful, sensational golf course. And I think it's going to present a fair challenge for them. I think whenever the guys played there a few years ago in the Irish Open, even though it was horrible inclement weather, it was their favourite golf course all year. And with the changes that Martin Ebert's making, he's going to make it even better again. He isn't making it ridiculously difficult, he's just making it better. And that's a big ask for a wonderful Harry Colt design already, but that's what he's doing. Rory is unquestionably the most naturally gifted player on the planet. But in terms of what the other two, some of the golf that they've played this year has been incredible. Jordan Spieth's putting stats this year are off the charts. The putting's never been seen like what he's done this year. And Jason, he just bombs it high and straight, and he has no weaknesses as well. He's just really, really strong. And then you've got Ricky as well, Ricky Fowler. I mean, some of the finish that Ricky had at Sawgrass earlier this year was just sensational. You couldn't write it. So I think the state of the game at the very, very top is wonderful. And the more competitive they are, the more healthy it is, the more interest then people are going to have in the game and continue watching and supporting it.